I now have the file on my computer. If you shared from Notes, it's always going to share as a PDF. If you share from Cam Scanner, you have a choice. You can share it as a PDF or a JPEG. If you choose to share it as a JPEG, you can actually bypass this step. But I like to screenshot it without the Cam Scanner watermark on the bottom, which is why it doesn't matter to me because I'm going to need to screenshot it anyway. And now I have access to the file on my computer. So I've opened it up, and if you can't find it on your computer, it's in your downloads folder. So if you go to your Finder and open that up, it's going to be here in downloads, and it'll be the most recent one. If you don't have them already organized where you can see your most recent, if you just click dates added, it's going to put all your files in order by date added. And then it's the top one here, and you double click it to open it up. So I have it open here. I'm going to do full screen. And I'm going to screenshot by hitting Command-Shift-4 on my keyboard. And now my cursor is no longer a pointer. It's now the crosshairs. And I'm going to just drag and drop. And when I let up, it's going to snap a photo. So I'm going to go down to about here because I don't want the watermark on it. When I let up, it now took a photo, and it's going to save it to my desktop. I'm going to hit escape to go out of this screen, and now I am ready to import it as a background to create a digital worksheet. So I'm going to open up my Drive account. I'm going to go to New, Google Slide. I'm going to label it. And I'm going to change the layout to blank, and now I want to change the page setup. I'm now going to set this screenshot as the background of the slide. If I try to set it as the background of the slide right now, it's not going to look so nice. So I'm just going to drag and drop the image over to upload it. And you're going to see that it's going to stretch it out really wide because my picture is tall and the settings of this slide are wide. So I'm going to go here to File and go to Page Setup. And I'm going to change it. I'm going to go to custom, and I'm just going to do like an 8x11 sheet, and then I can play with it from there. 8x11 works well. So now it adjusts the background to fit on this page. So now you can see I can't click and drag. It's just set as the background. I can now put in text boxes for students to type in. So I can center this. I'm going to make the font size bigger. There we go. And I like to change the color. It just helps me find their answers, makes it really quick for me to grade. So now I have that set. I can just copy and paste it. And I'm going to just do that over and over again on each line. Text boxes are a lot harder to accidentally drag and drop. So while this is editable when you share it with your students as you want it to be, the students won't mess this up the way that they do with like images on your slides if they accidentally click and drag. To move a text box, you have to intentionally click on the line and drag it. So it's a little bit more challenging to do by accident. So now I have a worksheet set up for my students to use. If they open this file, if I share it with them, they can't click on anything else except for the line to put in their answer. And they would just double click on each line and put in the correct answer. Oh, I just spelled, I did not do that on purpose. I promise. So anyway, there you have it. I just created a digital worksheet. If you wanted, you could add in voice notes to just explain the directions. If I wanted to add a text box here, I could explain that I want them to double click on the line to type your answer. I'm going to move this over, and I can make it so that they see this and it pops. We're going to make it red and bold. And now they have some directions on the page as well. You can lock this down if you want. You can take a picture of the page and then reset your background so that this isn't clickable. they're not going to mess with this. Again, text boxes are easier and they're not clicking on anything else around it. So I'm not concerned about it. But if you were particular and you didn't want them to be able to click on anything besides the lines themselves and be able to move anything around, you can screenshot this. And then again, it's going to save it to your desktop. When I click the plus button, change the background to blank. Now I'm going to go to background, choose image, and I'm going to drag and drop the other image over. I'm on upload. If you recently did a Google image search, you're going to need to switch over to upload. Click done, and now this is also locked. So if you wanted to lock everything, you can do that. I can then, if I wanted to make this easy, I can just copy all of them and paste all of them, and I'm set. I can see that I forgot to put one on 5. So I'm going to do that now real quick as well. There we go. And now I am set with my worksheet.